I was just going to say, I can tell you the Tom Connor story.
Oh, Stompin Tom. Yeah, why don't we, we'll save the political stuff for next time. So,
Okay.
yeah, this is also, we're like not even an hour in, and you have the record for dropping names of people no one has ever heard of. They're going to have to go, like you've mentioned about 800 people's names so far. So they're going to be on Facebook and looking people up. But it's very nice of you to give all these shout outs. So why don't you explain who Stompin Tom is?
I thought I'd interrupt this conversation and let you know who you're listening to. So first of all, my name's Duncan Fremlin. This is my YouTube channel, and in this channel you'll see stories about Stompin Tom and Gordon Lightfoot and many other people. But this is a Tom story as told by a gentleman named Les Weeks. Les lives in Sault Ste. Marie, and he was interviewed recently by his son Warren Weeks on Warren's podcast show, The Warren Weeks Show. And in typical Stompin Tom fashion, it is a story with a few twists and turns. And at the end of it, you'll discover that Stompin Tom owes Les $10. So I met Les recently and tried to pay back the $10. Was not going to happen. Nope. And if you want to hear how that all came to be, give this a listen. And make sure you check out Warren's podcast. It's very good. He's a professional communicator, and it shows. The Warren Weeks Show. Anyway, I hope you like this story.
Well, I would think most people know, the hockey song and Sudbury Saturday Night. And anyway, Stompin Tom Connor was a country and western singer from the East Coast who was touring in Northern Ontario in 1966, I believe. And he was playing at the Wawa Motor, and I was working at the Malaire as a bartender, so I was off every second night. So we would go to the Wawa and listen to him and have a beer, and then, he came and made the rounds, talked to us, like he did to everybody else. And he was drawing. I mean, he wasn't packing the place, but he was doing okay. And he had that piece of plywood on the stage. And the reason for the plywood, we found out later, was because he had been playing in some bar, I think around the Timmins area, and he was stomping on the rug and made a hole in it, and the owner made him pay for the rug, or wanted him to pay. Whether he paid or not, I don't know. And so he put a piece of plywood there, which became kind of his trademark, Stompin Tom. Anyway, he was playing, and so we got to know him, and I think the second week he was there, we'd go there on, Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and I'd park my car at the front door, and we'd go in, listen to him, and then when he was done, he'd come off the stage, and we'd get up, and we'd head for my car, and we all jumped in the car, three of us, Tom, Mike Russell, and myself, and then we'd go to the Union Hall, and we'd drink draft and shoot darts for half an hour, because he had a 35-minute break, I think, and then we'd back to the Wawa, and then he'd play his set, and then back to the Union. And we'd do it 3 times in a night. And on the final night, he was there. And he might have been there 3 weeks, I don't know. But on the final night, not his final night, the final night we were there, and we got to know him fairly well. And he wasn't famous Stompin Tom. He was this guy playing in a bar trying to make a living. And he says to me, Les, I'm a little short. Can you lend me $10 and I'll stop in on my way by on Saturday night. I'm heading north on Highway 101. I think that's what was going on. I'm not positive, but something like that. I said, sure. So I lent him the $10. Anyway, I never saw him again. I never got my $10 back, but it made for a good story. And, God bless him. And, maybe he tried to stop, or maybe he stopped and we were already gone. Who knows, but anyway, that was our story with Stompin Tom.
Huh. What year was that, roughly?
Roughly, probably exactly 66.
Wow. And it says, I'm looking on Google here, it says he started in 64, so he would not be famous at all.
No, he was, I don't think he was famous, but he was working on it, and there's a guy who just didn't quit.
Yeah.
He just kept at it. And every place he went, he wrote a song. Whether it was Sault Ste. Marie or Timmins or Sudbury or Wawa. There's even a song, Little Wawa.
Huh. And I don't think you're getting your $10 back.
No, but it gets me to tell the story. You know, it was $10 well spent, and you know, I that's, you know, when he was struggling and he needed a hand, and I was happy to help. You know, and I was young and single, and I had some money. You know, and not a lot, but hey, my pleasure. God bless them.